Green survivors. It's day 97, but it's already late on day 97, and I don't have a lot of things done. Well, I haven't done anything at all here except what I already had. I'm doing some things with the electricity. So the camera was there, and it didn't have a good angle. Well, it was there. It didn't have a good angle. I moved it here, but this is even worse. Um, I need it like up front at a higher level. The problem is I don't want it uh, damaged by the zombies, by the horde. So I think I'll have to come up with some sort of protection, or maybe move it all the way here. Yeah, that might work. Actually made some steel blocks there just to get that. Because I cannot place any blocks here, right? So it's kind of tricky. Cannot place blocks on this side. Come on, it's not that hard. Pillars don't like blocks. Should have nerd pole. It would have been faster. Yeah, the problem is having this thing all the way up here. That's kind of problematic. Like the zombies can actually, explosions can cause issues there. Am I having trouble aiming again? No, looks fine. So then I think that would be here. I think I am having trouble aiming again. It's a weird issue. I wonder if someone has reported or if it's something very specific to my game. Yeah, so the problem here is that it will be vulnerable to explosions. And I really rather have it much lower. So this would be 4 spots high. Should keep it out of the way of most zombies, but not out of the explosions. Well, nothing is gonna keep it out of the explosions. But explosions are less likely here than elsewhere. Yeah, that's the problem with it here. But that's sort of what I'm expecting. To be honest, I think I kind of prefer it like on this side. The vehicles coming from that direction, from this direction. Like having something here. Like I could have a pillar here. But the problem is just zombies not liking pillars. It's just that small issue. And I wish I could use diagonal. It just doesn't look good with anything, right? See, there's no block I can place that will make that look good, or is there? Now that I think about it. No. See? It's always going to float and there's no block that is going to do this diagonal. I don't understand why there's even a diagonal at all. These pillars are really inconvenient. But I don't have much choice here. So what I'm thinking of doing is like breaking these blocks, turning them into full blocks. It's gonna look ugly. Oh, that's going to look exceedingly ugly. Get this guy again. Now, the lights are now on the solar panel. It can run all day long without issues, so it's now always on. This will actually turn off for half an hour because I didn't want to replace the... There's a bunch of wires going out of the timer relay at the base. And to replace all of them, that would be annoying. You know what? I like this thing so much. I think I want to remake all of them to use it. The ones I destroyed. Because if you look at the side here, and I know I'm completely going out of my way of something else. Look how good that looks. That looks like it has a purpose. No? It looks menacing. The ones on the corners, no, that one would not work. But that looks menacing. I like that look. So then, yeah, it's hard. Because up the first place I can place anything is like here, right? So I can place something here. I cannot place something here. So this is where I could place something. Could make something go down from here. Yeah, that's an 8th block. And it's not centered, of course, but maybe that's not an issue. If we can go down here. Either here or here. Yeah, maybe that's a better place. So maybe I can place a pole there. Quarter block. Let's try on face here. Can always try. Oh, yeah, I cannot place anything here because of the drawbridge. Let's try on face with something on this side. That worked. So if I have a block like that, and the stupid motion sensor looks like it only needs a half block. Let's make a flagstone. I think the flagstone can craft maybe poles. No, it doesn't have the quarter block. It only has this the side center. It's not gonna help me, but it should have the half block, shouldn't it? I think it did. Yeah. So if you use that, yeah, that works. So then, yeah, we'll use this shape and we copy this rotation. And we pick this up. And then we place this here. I mean, it is strange, I'll give you that. And of course it's vulnerable to things collapsing. Um, that's a different problem I have to deal with. Okay, so don't go away. This free up some space. This has to be returned as well. Okay. Now this is outside the range from the tripwire. Okay. 15 blocks would be about here. Like this would be the, no, here. This would be the 50th block. Now that's outside the range, and even the camera there at the center that I tried, that was outside the range. So what I did is I used a trigger plate. Now the reason I'm using a trigger plate is yeah, like this. I wish you could click to set it. Should it go from here instead? Did I hear a zombie? So I'll use a side center block to go down one. Yeah, I like that idea better. Actually use a side center block, huh? There. It's connected to the drawbridge. I don't believe that shit. Oh, the drawbridge, that's right. I cannot place any blocks there. Ah. Yeah. I wanted back one, but I can copy the rotation from this guy. Simple. And drop that. Well, drop one, but get the half block. It goes like that. Advance it like that. And then the motion sensor like this. So the reason I'm using a tripwire, a trigger plate here is that you only get the chaining of the sensors like let's actually grab this here and place it there. Okay, so you only get the chaining of these sensors when they are connected to each other. Okay, you see, even though this sensor is not active, the motion sensor is not active, it's still open because they are connected to each other. If you place any other block in the middle, that thing goes away. That effect goes away. Now, was it 10 seconds or 20 seconds? I really don't remember. Sounds right to me. Feels right to me. Maybe 15? Because I want to have time to actually change my mind and stuff like that, you know? Now, one problem I had is that the sensor kept detecting me even when I didn't want. Maybe move a little bit in that direction. Because I want to be able to come here and work here without the sensor detecting me. Well, I think this is fair enough. So everything, all the lights here now always on. Drop the stuff here. Yeah, we'll need that, but it can wait a little bit. It's time to start working on the outside. The nail gun, the wire tool, the sort of blocks, if you look at some, they're kind of buggy. They're kind of buggy. $65. Yeah, so this is a 65 because it's powering all the defenses, all the turrets. And it's also powering that blade trap there. That blade trap there, I suppose I could now make it on the solar panel. Let's actually get that. Yeah, grab both of them because I might need both of them. Oops. Right, I remove the thing there. Now, let me remove this trash because I keep wanting to destroy it. Because I want the base clean, you know? Like, it was abandoned, there was a zombie apocalypse. Well, that's done. No, at the moment I only have 10, 23 blocks, 23 um, 23 power left. Okay, so the wire tool is here. Well, I'll keep it with me. I'll keep it with me and I'll place it on the thing here. Right, I think this is as good a place as any to start. First, this has to become iron. Let's see what we have here. So one block in the direction of the thing, then one block to the side, and 2 blocks to the side. That goes right above the plate. So the bars are going to follow. I'm going to use iron bars because they are crafted, you know. Copy the rotation of this. I have to check the forges now that I think about it. And it's one block to the side, right? Yeah, it's exactly one block to the side. So it's one block like that, and then I copy rotation, and then one block, and then the next block would be here, but there is actually a ladder here, which cannot go anywhere else. But I think still that's okay. That's okay. Right. So think I'm gonna start with the iron. Yeah, I need to upgrade all of this stuff really. On the on the wall, so that it has a full iron structure integrity. And I need to upgrade the exterior ones so that it can share the structure integrity with the walls, so to speak. And I'm already out of forged iron. There's nothing here. Yeah. I think I'm gonna be needing. Well, I will need that, but I can delay. I don't need that many cobblestones. I did want to leave these two at the chest at the corner. Nothing duplicated, okay. These guys here, I'm gonna need a lot more of them. Well, stone is already maxed out, so it's not actually doing anything. And out of stone again. Out of stone again. Because I'm gonna have to now turn this into cement, you know. Yeah, I'm out of iron. I'm gonna need to mine for iron. It's not something I wanted to do now, with all the demands on my time. But I think this here, this it's 10 each, right? This wall is 71 blocks long. So that's 700 forged iron per roll. Some of this is already upgraded. That's fine. At the very least, I need those. And that. So the center poles, they go on every block like this. This is a very inconvenient place for the pole. It's not like this on this side, but that's the location. So the electricity stuff I want to drop here. That's where I'm gonna use most of this stuff, so... Now, do I have any good generators on this bank? No, this is... It's not gonna be used. Let's pick it up, otherwise it's just gonna get destroyed eventually. That was the... yeah. Right. So see, I cannot do a full roll with the amount that I have. But forged iron is 11 were iron bars. It's 11.7. That 7 there, that's the difference. Now, if I place a point here, the recipe scores will be less. I think this is useful right away. 742, well. Let's get something there. Gonna be out of stone for a while, but yeah. Okay. Okay. Cement. I cannot craft anything. There is 1694 here. $16.95. And that's because I just added some stones there. So I didn't gain anything out of that. Forged iron, still 11 iron bars. 11.12. So the price is getting closer. It's still cheaper to make it out of cement. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, I have enough. I can move it very slowly for some reason. Get one more. Well, where did? Oh, I walked on right on top of a bar. Yeah, I'm gonna need more sand. So take this much off. Let's just drop some concrete here. Let's go work. So this floor is going to be flattened, and I'm going to connect these sections here and have my gyrocopter landing pad. Yeah, so let's see, it's here. This is these things help support all the weight of the iron bars on top. That's basically it. Their alignment is with the well, the alignment here is with the protection for the from the protection for the dart traps, but the alignment here is something else. But that's fine. This is actually aligned with the back part. This is not aligned with anything special. This is aligned with the protection. This is aligned with the protection. Nothing special. Yeah. Different alignments. So this is the center. I'm not sure it's the actual exact center. It is the actual exact center because the land claim block is centered. So yeah, this is indeed the center. So the idea is having one tripwire here that goes to both sides. Well, it kind of works. It's kind of weird, but it kind of works. Okay, so let me start working on this and I'll be back. Change of plans is not gonna be this time that I'll have that section of the wall ready. That's really annoying. I mean, so there is the factory. I tried to go to get the cement and there's all the wall upgrading. There's all of that. That's fine. Let me drop all of this here. Where is my... Oh, my turret stayed outside. Okay. The problem is I don't have any... Did I not make the things here? It's not cute. Huh. I don't have this. So it stacks in 500, so 3000, which I should be able to make, but the game doesn't let me. So 38 more. Um, 3000 is enough for... Well, I cannot even make... So every dart trap takes... Every dart trap is 2 of these, so every forge does 2 dart traps. It's not nearly enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So take 12. This is easier. Gets this, and this is not ready yet. So both together. Make that 1, 2, 3. A lot of cobblestone, and then not enough sand ready. $10 minutes for that much sand. Where's... Oh, I got concrete. Oh, stupid. Kill that. So these 10 minutes are... Should have cancelled that. 500. Okay, this is what I need to make this much concrete. The rest is sand. 10 minutes. One of them will have a little bit of sand, the other will have. So yeah. I actually don't want all of my stone. Now, I'm gonna keep this stone on this guy because this guy is my main producer of things like all sort of blocks that needs. Okay, so that means a trip to the iron mine. I have too much stuff on me. But still, I'll take it. I did put all the points in the mining, yes. So the mining's still maxed out. I actually use all the points available? No. I just put another one on here. Forge recipes. And this one makes I was supposed to make these either faster or cheaper. Huh. And I'll have to get more stone as well. I think that's the iron mine is actually quite close to the nitrate mine. So I often confuse and go to the wrong one. Now, the problem with the iron mine is that it's a little bit of a hole in the ground that keeps collapsing. I mean, I don't mind it, but, you know. Okay, that might be enough. So, let's move this here, and let's move this here, and let's get this shotgun, because if I'm surprised, I might need it. Right. Okay, so it's mining iron for tonight, and then placing iron on the forge, and I'm not gonna have dirt. But I think the front entrance dart traps did not use everything. I'm hoping they didn't, because otherwise I was counting on the fact that I had already reloaded them. Well, anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, I'll see you when the day is showing red. Alright, this morning. No collapses this time. Well, mostly I'm keeping to the boundaries of what I see here. Let me make one more of this. Yes. Um, like with just a little bit more iron. Let's actually use a pickaxe for it. Yeah. So yeah, there is this thing here, bundles, small stone bundle as well. It stacks in fives. So for iron, if I have a stack of five of bundles of 1200 iron, raw iron, then in total I have 6,000 iron per 6,000 raw iron per stack, right? So let's try this again. Each bundle has 1200 iron. Each stack of bundle has 5 bundles, so that's 5 times 1200, that's 6,000. Now, the reason why this is significant is that raw iron melts 5 to 1, or 1 to 5. So each one raw iron melts into 5 iron in the forge. Is there anything else here? No. Oh, I still have a few darts here. Now, if the darts are here, what was here that isn't anymore? I don't know, and I will not like the answer. I don't. Is it here by any chance? No. No, the junk turret armor is here. Okay, so I don't know and I will not like the answer. So 5 times 6,000, which is how much iron there is here, is 30,000, which is the forge limit. So yeah, that. Let me do this, and let's actually get rid of the silver nuggets here. And the gold nuggets. Okay. We'll do all of that. We'll handle things. Let's get... Again, I got the concrete mix instead of the cement. I thought I had stone. Okay, this is about how much was left. It's missing. Okay. Cement there. That's fine-ish. It's a good amount. It's a good amount. So the question in my mind is, can I like melt this? Does it melt at all? It has no timer, so the answer is no. I'm kind of full right now. Open, open. So I can place 2 here. And I can actually kill 3,000 more. Well, I will in a little bit when the game stops being annoying. Kind of want this, but I need iron. So there. I can do that on clay soil, for example, then like save a lot of space here. Oh yes, I wanted to make 3,000 more here. As soon as the game stops being annoying. I think I refilled this completely. Yes, at least that much I did. Yeah, these guys here are unspent. Essentially. That and that. So this side is fine. Oops. Yeah. Spider zombies don't have that much trouble. This corner is just not working for me. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, I want something with that. I'll redesign this corner. It's a mess. Yeah, so these are the ones that really got used, and the electrical fence is fine. The tripwires, not so much, so I might risk losing tripwires, which is annoying. It's getting to the point where I think I should have a wire relay around here just so I can replace the tripwires. Oh, I'm gonna make a mod to fix the tripwires. Gonna make a modlet for that. That's something I thought of doing before. This is just too annoying, you know? I'm not gonna make it easy to replace it. I'm gonna make it like make it goes a whole tripwire. Just so I don't have to rewire everything, which is absurd. Like, there is a wire ending there, the wire is ending there. If I have to replace the whole thing, the wire is still there. I don't need to grab it again. So, yeah. Yeah, well, whatever. Um, so I think my ammunition is okay. Armor piercing and hollow points, Molotovs. Yeah, I think the ammunition is okay. But I think this stuff here is fine. It's just to activate everything again. I mean, it's going to be on anyway. So now I don't actually need more. Well, if I place a single additional dart trap, it's gonna need it. After Fortnite, it's gonna need it. Okay. Grab everything. And finally, I'll get to work on the next section of the Horde base. Hopefully. Oh, I just recalled something! Do I have any forged iron at all? Yeah. Because I remember I use a lot of it. By the way, that section, I'm using steel blocks as opposed to the iron blocks I'm using at the front. Eventually I will upgrade the front as well, but I decided to go straight for the steel blocks. Okay. So this has the iron pole centered. I would like to have the iron pole not centered. Pole. The centered iron pole, the centered wood pole, and the wood pole. And I have the... Let's see if there's any pole here. No poles. That means that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the concrete pole and do the corners with them. That is rather annoying. Those iron blocks I'm carrying, think I'm not gonna need them. So yeah, this does some damage, interesting. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a normal pole. Gonna rotate in that direction. So that's connected above and below to iron bars. Now, honestly, no, keep the iron bars. I don't want to step down just to make this less weird. Maybe I should use the side-centered poles here. To make it easy for the... Yeah. Those poles, they look very nice. They cover the corners, but these plates on the sides... The problem if I don't have plates on the side, then the interior space is not usable. I'll have to think that another time. When that's done, I'll upgrade it. When the upgrade is done, I'll upgrade it. And that's gonna be steel. Yeah. Well, this is fine being centered, I think. Well, honestly, this bar should go one more block here. So in that case, no, this is not finding center. Yeah, so come on, show it to me. Why does it do that sometimes? It's so irritating. Like that, right here. And then copy rotation here. Yeah. So this is going to be iron. The other one is going to be iron as well. The place with the pole is here. It'd be better if it was here, you know? That's an accidental upgrade. This is where it was originally. But if I have a pole here, it's going to provide the structural integrity anyway. And then I can remove that. I can walk around this. I have to remember I can walk through that thing. Right. This will have... I might move these things to match those things there. And that includes those blocks. But anyway, this is going to be all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed and thank you.